The number one reason not to stop trading. Hi, it's Charlie giving you today's video. Well, the main reason why not to stop trading is that you have to ask yourself the question, do you want to become a statistic like everybody else who gets into trading and quits? Now, we all know the numbers that something like 90% of traders quit within 90 days.
Quick timeout. If you're a working professional who's been struggling to make some form of consistency in your trading approach, I may have something for you. Thursday the 18th of September, 6 p.m. UK time, I'm going to be doing a trading masterclass, something I've never done before, and it's really aimed at helping working professionals who want to trade on the side of their career, especially, and it's aimed at helping them get to that point of consistency in their approach. So it's Thursday the 18th of September, like I've already said. If you're serious, the numbers are going to be limited because I want to be able to answer questions on that webinar live, and if we have too many people there, I can't get round to all the questions. So follow the link in the description to this video and you can register for that webinar then. Back to the video.
Okay, fair enough. I'm probably not even talking to those sorts of people here. So the sort of people that I'm talking to, probably watching this, are the people who have been trading probably 6 months plus. So over 6 months, if I can even write, which I can't because I'm not looking at the screen. And possibly even running into years. You imagine you get 3 years into your trading and, you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You've had some wins, so to speak, over that period, but you're looking back and you're saying, I'm not getting anywhere, I've not made any money. And you judge yourself by that. And it's very easy to do that. But all I can say is the number of traders that I've spoken to who didn't become profitable until they were like in year 4 or 5, like properly profitable, where they felt like that, okay, I've got it now. I've turned this corner. I feel like I've got some form of, if you want to use the word, consistency. And the reason I say if you want to use the word consistency is because trading isn't about making money every week or every month. So I'm talking about general consistency. So it can take a lot longer than you think. And so you have to ask yourself, if you're a year or 2 years into your trading or 3 years into your trading, you've still not made any money, or even 5 years, whatever. Now, you've got to say, well, even if I'm 5 years into my trading and I've not made any money overall in that 5 years, I've made some money, I've lost some money. Yeah, but look back at what you've had to go through, that uphill learning curve at the beginning anyway, where you're trying to learn all about the markets. Then a lot of people that I speak to who have been at it in the markets for several years but not been overall profitable. Well, life gets in the way. I've had children, or I had to put trading on the side for 6 months or a year, so I didn't do anything for a while. And then you get to the nuts and bolts of it. They've not actually had that much time in the market because they've got other things in life. So don't allow the market to win. The market, remember, is trying to get you to quit. The market wants that. And if you gamify it in that regard and think, no, I'm not going to let the market win, I'm going to leave that to all those other traders out there around the world who get 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years into their trading and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Well, think about where you're at, wherever it is in your trading, and say, well, yeah, if you're several years in, well, it might be that you had a year or two off. I come across plenty of traders who get several years in and then you find out, they had a year off or 2 years where they weren't really doing much, and you get to the nuts and bolts of it. So don't let the market win. Most traders that I've come across who say, do you know what was the turning point? Yeah, it was around about between 4 and 5 years in, because it takes that amount of time to make all the mistakes that you're going to make and have the winning periods and the losing periods to start to feel like a more rounded trader. So I would say that's the number one reason not to quit in trading. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it, is look at what other people have done. plenty of people out there, they're not all mega successful within the first 6 months or the first year. It takes time, and they could have quit as well, but they didn't, and look where they are now. And so that would be my main thing. Don't become a statistic, and don't like everybody else, and don't let the market win. Those are my thoughts for today. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back at the weekend.